Jump scare in 3, 2, 1. This sweet girl is Millie, the soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, and she was at Doggy styling for a much-needed haircut. As you can see from the bandana, Millie is fully blind, so we used a non-slip mat and a neck strap to try and make her feel a bit more secure. No one is quite sure what caused Millie to lose her sight, as she was born with full vision, but she doesn't seem to be too fussed now that she's fully adjusted. She's used to grooming, as she was nice and calm as Scarlett started to lather her up in a degreasing shampoo. Scarlett scrubbed those muddy legs, as despite her vision loss, Millie is still a fan of muddy walks. Time for the first rinse, and once she was mostly mud-free, she tried to dry herself off. Unfortunately, she would need a second shampoo, so it wasn't quite time for drying. The Wheaten is one of only a small number of terrier breeds that don't have a wiry coat. Instead, they have a fine, soft double coat that comes in a dark cream colour called Wheaten. Millie has a bit of staining around her muzzle, but some Wheatens also have a small amount of black hair running through the beard. It was time for drying, and Millie was proving to be surprisingly chilled out for a terrier breed. Once she was mostly dry, Scarlett gave her a good brush under the stand dryer, which left a bit of a wave in that coat. As the hair grows continuously, it needs to be trimmed regularly. They would traditionally have a skirt under their belly, and the legs would be left long to create a stocky look. However, Millie's owners prefer a simpler cut that's easier to keep clean, so she's clipped one length all over. With the belly strap in place to keep her balanced, Scarlett could start trimming out the paw pads. The only thing that Millie really didn't like was having her nails trimmed, but the one upside of being blind is that at least her aim is not very accurate. Now Scarlett could start scissoring the legs. As she's not having the big tube legs of the breed standard, Scarlett just neatens up the clipper work. The brows would usually fall in front of the eyes, but Millie's is trimmed short to help what little vision she has. The last step was trimming her ears nice and short, and then this sweet old lady was all finished.